Yo, what is good, my fellow monsters and hunters of Shear? Guys, and Killer here, of course, bringing you guys some good old Evolved Stage Show. Now, I want to take a quick break from the Evolved Black commentaries to talk about something that's, well, kind of near dear to my heart, and that is Behemoth, my spirit animal over here. Now, if you guys aren't new to the channel, you will know that Behemoth is my favorite monster. I placed really high in the leaderboards and Evolved Legacy with Behemoth. I've been playing him since pretty much release. Maybe a few days after release, because I was wondering if he was worth the money. And, you know, I've been running the way with this guy right here, you know, the good times and the bad times. I guess it's mostly been bad. But anyway, as you guys know, Behemoth is actually getting a rework and will be released later this month. Now, I wanted to talk about some of the changes that they're going to be doing with Behemoth and, you know, just kind of give you guys my personal thoughts about it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember if you, to leave a thumbs up if you did. But anyways, let's talk about my spirit animal, Behemoth. Now, he is getting a passive ability, and I believe he's actually the first monster that's going to receive his passive ability. Now, his passive ability is Living Fortress. Now, you're going to see right here, I got a little bit of live stream footage from one of Turtle Rock's latest live streams, and he's going to glow when his Living Fortress passive is activated. Now, what this does is it acts like a damage reduction perk. So, when a lot of hunters, mainly burst damage hunters, will activate this passive ability, so he will not be taking as much damage as he normally would, because if you played Behemoth or played against a lot of Behemoths, you would know that Behemoth, he's really big. No, that's an understatement. He's a big monster, and so it's hard for him to avoid damage. Like, you have to really be blind in order to miss Behemoth. Even then, the blind person will probably still be hitting him. So he's a big target, and it, you know, it's hard for him to actually avoid damage. So with bursty characters, say like Cabot with Parnell, his Living Fortress, wow, I was gonna say ability, but passive is actually going to activate. Now, once damage starts going down a bit, it's going to deactivate. So it's not something that just stays on forever. And it's important to note that this is actually going to be for burst damage type characters. So say if you have somebody like let's say Renegade 8, he's probably not going to really activate his passive. It's only him doing damage. But again, if you have somebody like Parnell and Cabot working together, then this passive is going to work. This is actually going to make Behemoth, you know, more of a tank character, which he's actually designed to be. Believe it or not, he's designed to be a tank character, but he can take damage so freaking easily, he doesn't really seem like a tank. So, you know, the passive ability is really going to help him out in that department and hopefully make him better against harder comps like that that do a lot of damage. But yeah, let's move on to some of the other things that they're adding with Behemoth, or I should say some fixes, because the passive is not the only thing that they added to Behemoth. As you can see right here, if you're an old school Behemoth player like myself, this is just simply a thing of beauty right here. Look at Rockwall, it's forming properly, pillars are popping up. Even places right there where they, I guess the pillars shouldn't technically come out, because where the heck did it come from? But it's such a great thing to see Rockwall actually working as it should work, because before, Rockwall has always guys, it's been an inconsistent move where sometimes it will work as it should, other times it won't. You would have a hunter get hit with the Rockwall and destroy like 2 of the pillars, and you know, it just does not work as it should. If anything, players really only use Rockwall to defend themselves when they were in a relay fight, you know, to kind of cheese up the relay, keep the hunters out as they attack the relay. But other than that, it was just a move that you wanted to really stay away from, but it looks like they finally got it working as it should. Not only is the pillars pop up properly, but you can also see here that Rockwall can now be summoned closer to you than it has ever been allowed before, because before it had to be a certain distance where you can use Rockwall, but now it's really close. I mean, obviously I don't think you can just put it right under yourself and use it as, like, you know, like a rock elevator, if you will. But this is gonna make it really easy to like trap hunters that are really close by, giving you or allowing you to do like just massive damage on the hunter. So I'm really loving the changes that they're doing with Rockwall. Now, they also looked at everything else too. As you probably already saw, Lava Bomb, well, I guess this live stream doesn't really show a great example of it, but Lava Bomb, according to them, is no longer predetermined. So to try to make the best example as I possibly can, let's talk about the Krakens for a second. Elder Kraken's Lightning Strike is predetermined. Once you use it on a certain spot, that's where it's going to go. You can't control it at that point. But with original Kraken, like lightning strike takes a couple of seconds to come up, but you get to control where it's going to hit before it actually lands. Now it's going to be more like original Kraken's lightning strike, where you get to kind of change it up before you actually spit out the lava bomb. This is going to make it so hunters don't sit there and just easily dodge your lava bomb, because lava bomb is a really useful move, but hunters always see it coming, and it's just more like it's just a move to kind of make hunters kind of waste their jetpack so you can hit them with fissure or whatnot. But lava bomb is definitely going to be more useful because of it. Now also tongue grab and fissure, they got worked he got worked on a little bit as well. Tongue grab is now going to be more consistent with the tongue grab, I believe. When you see the little bubble silhouette where you're on target on the hunters, but sometimes you would use tongue grab and miss. Well, I believe that's supposed to be fixed, and fissure is not going to fizzle out. There's times where you would use fissure in a situation where the hunters would be right in the facility to get hit with the fissure, but it just would not hit them. So they kind of fixed that a little bit too, and overall just making Behemoth as he should have been from day one, guys. From freaking day one, Behemoth is, oh my gosh, this has been way long overdue. I actually want to get my hands on this Behemoth as quickly as I can, and hope that what the changes they're talking about actually do work, because Behemoth needed this. Behemoth is, well, he has been just a non-competitive monster. He's a monster that's really fun to play as, but he just was really uncompetitive. He's had a lot of bad breaks with having a weak point when he would be in his ball mode. He's grounded, so he can't sit there and like jump and avoid damage, and his tongue grab sometimes doesn't work right. His rock wall doesn't work right sometimes, and it's just, now he's had a really bad break. But hopefully with this rework that they're doing with him, with all the fixes, Behemoth can be, well, a good monster. Because I've always stuck by Behemoth. I've always thought that Behemoth was a really cool monster. He just needed some work, and hopefully with these changes we see some more Behemoths out there. Hell, maybe even in the competitive scene. I would love to see somebody win a tournament with a Behemoth. That would be freaking awesome. I think our Bobby Boy Behemoth here, I think he deserves it. He deserves the respect. But anyways, you guys let me know, how do you feel about these Behemoth changes that they're trying to do? Are you concerned about his passive? Are you liking everything that you're hearing so far? Let me know in the comments below, and be ready to see some Behemoth. I believe he's coming out towards the end of the month, so it will be the month of Behemoth. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, of course, remember to leave a thumbs up, and until next time, you sexy monsters and hunters, take it easy. Laters.